Good day, friends. Good day, dear humans. You can see how everything is transforming absolutely brilliantly, fast, almost instantly. Let's see. Today's little chat is dedicated to Julian Assange and his absolute persistence. His absolute seeking for the truth, delivering it to others without fear, without any doubts that what he is doing is so excuse me, it's so crucial for this particular civilization that we live in. It's an interesting subject today. This was something that I think Julian Assange and many others, but primarily Julian, instigated in our view of news, our view of information chain, our perspective of what we are entitled to hear or what we are entitled to know. He was the one who pushed us as a society into the direction that only people willing to accept the change will be able to sustain, will be able to survive. So all the ones who are still clinging on the old ways, or whatever they have, whatever they think they are, whatever they assuming that it belongs to them, will change. Same as the flow of informations. Why something has been hidden for so long? Because somebody of the dark ones decided not to have any of these things available for you, so you can discern, you can make a choice. Is this something that will trigger you into changing your life, or you just have to live, let's say, status quo as ever before? Because you don't know nothing else but what they are providing you until you start looking by yourself, until you start digging out the informations that are really there. And Julian Assange shows us, he really showed us how easily, it's not easy to sit in the, let's say, jail embassy for 5 years and still delivering all the messages and delivering them in such a crucial moment. That's why stupid Obama was doing, or whoever, was not so stupid, because the way, the terminology they use is we are changed. But by this meme, he decided to kept everybody in the status quo position. Just telling you, I will do the change for you, you just have to sit and do nothing. Julian Assange wasn't like this. You'll be even more surprised when true information comes out how difficult it was to be Julian. I'm truly honored that he represents a true light from the creation. Unselfish and so caring behavior by him. So, thank you, Julian. Title for today, as you can guess a bit, change. The only thing we cannot change. So, why you don't want to change? Why people don't want to make a different, or make an effort to just have a different, slightly different outlook on what's going to come. or what's going to be with them, what's going to happen with their nation, who's going to lead your community, nation. Brexit showed us exactly what it is. Ukraine and Russia and Ukraine people, the very sane ones who decided not to continue perpetual war, and really deciding that Crimea will be on its own. They're asking one type of rights for, let's say, main Ukraine, but they don't allow the same rights for Crimean people. So this kind of duality in taking rights of others and putting them in your dirty machine of fake informations and perpetual lies and spitting them out as the truth is no more. So this will change. I mean, it's already changing. You can see what Trump is doing. Absolutely brilliant. Brilliant. So all of you who still want to continue bashing and thinking that he will do something to harm you, please allow this change to happen for real, because the change will run you over. The collective change, when it starts really shifting a gear into a full speed, because now we're just wondering, what if this is really true, that Trump could bring some true prosperity, true workforce, true and very, very sane and legal decisions into the White House to expose all the corrupt. Because the dark Illuminati cabals, they're just thinking they can go forever. But they don't understand the process of the change. This is the evolution that we are actually ascending into. Accepting that every day is a day for itself. Every decision, every moment of ours is a moment for it in itself. It exists right at this particular moment and never again. And only at that moment you have a choice to do what you want to do. Not tomorrow. You cannot plan your tomorrow. You cannot dwell on your past based on your fake history or fake scientists or fake medical diagnostics. Not really. I mean, most of the people did. So how to tell you, like, being a sheep is an insult to sheeps, because sheep knows who it is. It's a sheep. You, human, you think that you have to be a sheep in a human clothes. But this is not really a true. You have rights. And you have enormous power to change your status, to change your attitude, to change your outcome, to change your tomorrow by doing something different today than until you're doing it since yesterday. Why freaking bankers are so afraid of Bitcoin? Not only that it's disruptive, but it's completely changed their control on, or their grip of the control over your puny obedience. Suddenly you have millions of Bitcoiners who are just independent. They can make their own Bitcoins. And Bitcoin today is a $950 US dollars. Who knows? In a couple of months, it will be a couple of thousand, maybe even more. But this will depend on the speed of our awakening. When we, as a, let's say, I call it westernized in a very diminutive way, westernized nations realize that we don't need these banks, that we don't need the central banking system, that we don't need fiat money, even if it's backed with like gold, platinum, diamonds, and whatever. We only need a very honest and non-centralized way of exchange. In this case, Bitcoin. You can call it crap coin, you can call it my coin, you can call it anything you want. And you just determine how much your energy is worth. So you have to change even this aspect of your existence, not realizing that you have to start putting a real price on your time. You think it's unlimited? What, you have 90 years of suffering? No. You have it. Just this particular moment. And if you want this moment to be worth 30 cents for your working energy, for your creative energy, and you sell it to some big corporations and they multiply it by 1,000 and they sell your product to another silly dude, human, who is very eager to buy whatever the government or these big corporations are offering, you can say that you're worth $1 million an hour. In a Bitcoin world, you can. You can find ways to mine, to get a Bitcoin without stealing from anybody else. This is the biggest trick. To realize that you can change your attitude, that you can still be very abundant, wealthy, let's say, or well off without stealing from others, without being some CEO or banker or a Wall Street wolf or whatever that was, let's call it still present time measurement of success. I mean, what kind of success? How fast they can steal from others? I mean, if this is a success, then I don't want to be successful. I don't want to be the one who goes around and trying to find or write the programs to sneak into the other accounts, picking up the banking informations, or let's call it try to pick up Bitcoin informations, because it's almost impossible. They only have a chance to take something from you in the Bitcoin world and crypto world if you have been tricked, so you push this money towards them. Or if you're too greedy, so you want to have fast money, fast revenue, just give us whatever, $20 and we'll make you $200 in 22 hours. Okay? Seriously, this doesn't work. Change in itself is very steady. So steady, so slow, but unstoppable. You can break a granite by dripping small pieces, small drops of water into the crack. It will take you some months and months, and eventually you'll break it without any force. So, try to see the life as the water is. Engulf all the changes. Embrace all the opportunities that are around you, and there are endless opportunities. Not only cryptocurrency or Bitcoin, Ethereum, or whatever of these, let's call it new technologies are here. But embrace a new outlook towards creation, a new outlook towards your history, a new outlook towards your medical state or towards your education. have a different outlook towards your children? Are they free to choose on their own? Or you want to put them into the trench, deep trench hole that goes only in direction of fake success? Or you will let them be so they can find their own true and intrinsic freedom. So whoever is talking about status quo, keeping information for 50 years undercover, is nothing else but a tricksters and dark magicians who want to keep their power over you that you don't even notice it. So, I'm truly honored for Julian Assange and many others who will come in front of the informational change, how the information has been delivered as of this moment of now. Know that change the only thing you cannot change.